Hello everyone, Dana 14th Prime here. Today I want to check out with you guys the Takara's LG54 Bumblebee. They've packaged him up with the headmaster of Spike and the exosuit over there. Legends class figure, so it comes in a nice tight little box here. Again, going to be a bit of a redeco of the Hasbro version, and we'll get them in and compare. Got the typical artwork over here. Product shots on the back. Some more product shots over here on the side. And a little bit of something on the top. All right, so let's pop this guy in the box and check him out. Of course, let's not forget to take a quick peek at the manual here. Lots of glare always with this high gloss, but same artwork there, looking very cool. Similar product shots here on the back, and tech specs for B. And then, of course, we fold it up and get instructions in there. And if I can get there, little comic book here. And here is Bumblebee out of the box. Again, Legends class, so not going to be a lot of huge differences between him and the Hasbro version. But we will see, as usual, some kind of paint and just kind of deco tweaks. But I always liked this figure. I like even the Hasbro version. I thought they did a nice job. The bot mode's a great nod to G1. And I think the car mode works. It's definitely not G1, but it's definitely inspired by it. Let's get Hasbro in here and put them side by side. So here we've got the two side by side, and the main difference, though it's subtle, is the color of yellow. Definitely a brighter yellow with Hasbro over here on the right, and Takara's is a bit of a darker yellow, I'll call it, and maybe a little more flat, let's say. Again, head sculpts all the same, everything sculpted the same. Autobot logos have a bit of a different red and a bit of a different placement, as Takara looks to be a little higher. You can see Takara's used black screws there just to kind of fill that in on the arm nicely versus the silver. And then down into the feet, you can see some of what's going to be the car differences down at the bottom of the bumper. Here we've got the profile. Obviously, the rims will be painted for Takara. And then you will notice there's a striping difference that Hasbro had used that Takara does not in car mode. Really not much to speak of here in the back. And I'll just put them in here so you can try to take a look at the head sculpts there. Again, the same. Takara using the paint just kind of helps bring out some of the molding accents a bit better, particularly on the forehead. But I will say, I think I like how the Hasbro eyes are a bit bigger. There's more blue there, as I doubt this shows up on camera, but Takara's got a thinner blue paint accent in there, and it's leaving a bit of, it looks like yellow between the white face and the blue eye. Maybe it's just mine, but Hasbro's just seems to look more connected because of that. Let's take a quick look at Spike here. He's got the exosuit on. Pretty recognizable, right? White, blue and gray accents there. I think that's a pretty decent exosuit for a little headmaster. Now the head is just like translucent plastic, and they dab some paint in the back. And it looks like molded in there is a bit of a face look, but very, very small, very tough to do to put a face on something like that. So it's just okay. And then if we fold him up, there you got his headmaster look, which is really a nice clean look. Kind of all gray helmet, some blue eyes, kind of a lighter gray battle mask. Nicely tied together through the side with the arms paint, so it does look really good. So if we come back to B here and look to transform him, pretty simple, right? Let's just get his arms in, so we get the panels to the side. Take his legs and just kind of push them back. Fold them up here to make the front of the car. Just kind of pop up the head here so we can fold out the big overlapping car cover piece. That's just going to wrap down, and the arms here, the shoulders just fold up and back. Of course, we're going to get into a bit of a panel alignment exercise here. Tab that in the back. I think we got our panels decent. Okay, so let's take a quick look at B here's Takara mode. I will say, even though he's just Legends class, getting all these panels is a hassle. But you can see here the nice yellow paint work, the clear windows, obviously. Can't remember if I pointed those out before, but big difference is going to be the windows. Get the rims painted. Some nice detail on the back there with lights, a bumper, things like that. Some little accents here as well that Takara had. So it's a nice looking kind of updated version of B here. I think it's pretty cool. And then if we bring Takara in here for the side by side, again, hopefully this might be the best way to see the yellow difference if you hadn't noticed it yet. A little more noticeable here in terms of the color of yellow. Of course, the rims being painted. Of course, the stripe here, with Hasbro. All different versus Takara. You know, they keep this little accenting kind of venting back here, though it's a bit lighter with Takara. You have the nice clear windows all the way around versus the black. Rear view here, they both did the taillights, but Takara's done a black bumper on the bottom. And even to tie that together underneath, they've got black paint here on like what was the back of the arm. So it gets that full all the way black from a back view. And here I'll just show you that top view just so you can see it. Again, mainly just the Autobot logo. Slightly different there. Here on the back even, slightly harder to see, but you can see Hasbro didn't even paint the rear window black. Takara has put clear plastic back there for a rear window. And then you can get Spike in this thing. It's not easy to kind of, you have to unpeg the back here and go for this big flap to open him up. And then we could put Spike in there like he's driving. Just a one-seater there in the middle. And just fold that back up. And there you've got, might be hard to see, very hard to see, Spike inside driving. So there you have it, guys. Takara Legends 54 versus Hasbro Titans Return Bumblebee with the Spike exosuit. Both cool little figures. And for $10 versus $20, you know, you get a little bit of nicer paint accenting and the Headmaster Spike there thrown in. All right, guys, thanks for checking in. See you next time.